So this is my very first live using StreamYard, and just hoping that you guys can see a little bit more of the pictures behind me and things like that. So thought I would use StreamYard, see how it works. Hopefully you can hear me and everything is working fine. If not, I'd like to see if you guys can leave me a comment. Just tell me how it looks and everything. I know it's a little bit dark. I'm trying a little bit of things to see how things can go. So the Bills face the Los Angeles Rams here coming up this Sunday in another big football game. And the Bills coming off winning the AFC East in the snow against the 49ers now head out to California to face the Los Angeles Rams. And should be a very good game. This game will be a 4 o'clock kickoff for those on the East Coast, 1 o'clock if you're out there on the West Coast. So I don't know, it's not prime time, but I'm glad it's not prime time. That makes sense. In the comments there from Brett, it is late at night to be staying up to watch football and the post games and everything else that I watch afterwards, all the interviews and everything. But back to the topic, the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams bring obviously a very solid quarterback, veteran quarterback in Matthew Stafford. But the thing to really worry about with their offense is their running game. First of all, Cooper Kupp and Nakua are good wide receivers, but Williams is going to be the problem for us this game, I believe. Good afternoon, Jamie. Williams is a very good running back and should probably go over 1,000 yards for the season during this game. The Bills have had trouble in the first half of games stopping the running game, so Williams is a very good runner and will probably go off in the first half. The Bills seem to figure it out at halftime. Of course, it doesn't hurt that usually they can get a big lead and the other team has to change to their passing game. But stopping Williams is going to have to be a big, big thing in this game. Hopefully, Dwayne Carter can be back from his wrist injury. He is listed as, I think, questionable now. He's been a full participant in practice, though, for the whole week. But the rookie defensive tackle could help us with the run to help stop the run game. Hopefully, the Bills know this, and they're going to go into this game ready to stop Williams. On the defensive side of the ball for the Rams, Curse, their their defensive end / linebacker, pass rusher out of Florida State. He is very good and loved him coming out of Florida State. And he is the one person to watch on their defensive line. They do not have a very good rushing attack there to go after Allen. Their pass rush is not that great, but Jared Verse is one person to look out for. If they can stop him, which he usually lines up over where Dion Dawkins is, and Dion has shown that he can shut down receivers. Again, if you could tell me if the stream looks good here, this was my first time using this feature of StreamYard, and I'm hoping that it looks okay going live here on StreamYard. But so the Bills will have to look out for that in stopping Verse. Other than that, I think they should be able to run against the Rams. I think we'll have a good game by James Cook here and Ray Davis and Johnson as well coming in. I think we've had a pretty good three-headed running back game going for the year for us. And if they can't get a pass rush, then look for the receivers. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention about Verse, he has been listed with an ankle issue during the week. I don't know if he's going to play or not. If he doesn't play, then they're really going to have a hard time getting to Josh Allen. And I think that the Bills can handle the pass rush then for sure, giving Josh time, that's all he needs. Josh Allen, certainly in the MVP candidate talk now for the season as he plays. He's been playing very, very well and has a couple of MVP type plays under his belt to use for a highlight reel in that. So let me know if this stream looks pretty good or not. If there's anything I should change, I'd appreciate your input. And as always, please like and subscribe to these videos if you can. So if they have time, Shakir should be able to get open. We have got tight ends that have some injuries. Dalton Kincaid still looks like he may not play with his knee injury as he sat out the last 2 weeks and is injured. And Quentin Morris is listed now as well. So if Dawson Knox happens to go down during the game, there's going to be some problems. Hopefully Dawson has a good game and can really show off his talents there. And Davidson should probably come in and have some catches too. So yeah, I think the Bills should have a good game out in LA. And I know people have talked about it being maybe a possible, what do they call it, drop-off game? But no, I don't think so. I think the Bills weren't focused this year on the AFC East. I think they're focused on winning the AFC overall and going for that 1 seed. So Kansas City, who faces the Chargers later that evening, Chargers are a good football team, so hopefully they're able to help us out a little bit and squish the Chiefs, just like the Dolphins got beat by the Titans last year to help us secure the AFC East. Oh, by the way, I think that's 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5 times, 5 years in a row that the Bills have won the AFC East. So, yeah, StreamYard also allows me to bring in some guests. So hopefully maybe in the future we'll be able to bring a guest or two onto the show to talk about Buffalo Bills. I've never done that before. And might be a nice, unique new thing that we can add to the team. Keon Coleman's injury, he's still out with a wrist. But he said he did have an interview this week that was more about what was happening to the wide receivers. If they dropped a pass during practice, they had to go jump into a snowbank. So Keon did not like that feature of the team and had him really focused on catching passes this week because he did not want to jump into the snow. Mac Hollins probably enjoyed it, may have probably dropped a couple of passes on purpose as Mac is certainly out there. Mac probably did like it. He likes the snow. He likes weird things. He's the weird scientist. We did watch him come out to the game last week with no shoes on. I know he arrived to the game with no shoes on, just as a weird science, but I watched him walk out actually onto the field in bare feet. So, yeah, that was interesting. So I think we're going to have a great game this week going out to LA. I've talked about a couple of things to look for. I do think you want to focus on those wide receivers, but more focus on Williams. We've got to stop that running game, especially in the first half. I'm getting a little tired of watching teams run over the Bills in the first half and then the Bills figuring it out at halftime. I wish we could have one game at least that we could have a game plan going into the game that would work to stop the run, not figure it out at halftime how to stop the run. So with that, that's my first stream here live on StreamYard. Hopefully it looked well, and invite anyone that's watching to please like the video, to subscribe, and push that bell notification button so you'll know whenever I go live. And always remember, go Bills! And God loves you. God loves you. And so do I.